This just happened during the break.
That was impressive right there. I wrote him off. I thought he was just going on the wrong wave. Had no time whatsoever, but eyeing it down. Straight from takeoff. Full rotation, and look how much gap he had in between the air and the landing. That was just impressive from Yago.
One of his best buddies is one of the best skaters in the world.
It's a heat steal, and you need to apply pressure as early as possible.
How's this gem for Caitlin Simmers? Setting up her first turn, a nice swing through the backwash. Setup work, she wants a ramp. She's got a big wind up as she goes off the lip into a float. So much air under that Bourse design. The finishing move, Jesse.
Yeah, smart surfing here in the beginning. Just keeping her rail going and keeping the speed. Just set up for this right here. Huge lip line, kind of going under the lip, upside down, and we had glimpses of that, but not completion from her earlier in the event. But now just nailing right there. That was perfect executed, and the judges are gonna love that.
I'm calling one of the moments of the event right there. I feel like her coming up underneath it right here. Look where she places her board, and she's literally inverted, then pushes out in front of it. Just cat-like reflexes right there, just pushing to come down. And I mean, there's a lot that goes on into that right there.
And meanwhile, Ethan behind him, great opening snap right in the pocket. Excellent second turn as well, looking to better a low 6, and was able to fit in a floater at the end.
Florence, Barry needs an 8.27, and that's a great start on his way. And he finished this in a spectacular fashion. Great flow.
And the composure, too. Needing a score right now. If he gets it, he's got to be very stoked with the way he competed in this one and was just able to maintain a sense of calm out there in the water in a moment of difficulty, Kaipo. Some great stuff. Well, a good-looking wave. Steep section. Awesome first turn from Baron Mamiya. And a strong second one, too. Wow, goes up for the third one. And, you know, it was a combination of strong maneuvers. The first two definitely as critical as they possibly could have gotten. And you look at the droning right here, deep bottom turn. That first turn was just precious. The second one strong as well. Oh, man.
Wave's not as big as John John's, but it doesn't have to be the score that John got. 8.93 for John Florence. Barry needs an 8.27, and that's a great start on his way. And he finished this in a spectacular fashion. Great flow.
And the composure, too. Needing a score right now. If he gets it, he's got to be very stoked with the way he competed in this one and was just able to maintain a sense of calm out there in the water in a moment of difficulty, Kaipo. Some great stuff.
So is John. Here's a replay. This happened during the break.
Well, and he's looking to take the lead, and it seemed like he did a Kaipo. Big turn right there from John and a strong third one. And he is just on a roll on this wave right here, finding a wave that offered up multiple sections. You can see right there with the body language, he loved that one.
That body language told me take that, Grom, because John is on the comeback over Baron Mamiya. Taking a look at this replay one more time, talking about critical surfing.
Mamma mia. I like this one, Kaipo. A lot of strong turns right there and a combination of major maneuvers. His technique on the back end has improved so much over the last few years. I think people forget how good of a complete surfer he is.
Gonna go with Yago. Winds up off the bottom, carves off the top. One more wind off the bottom, layback hack off the top, some variety. Looking down the line, gets the tail loose on that finishing maneuver, and that makes the crowd happy, and that will increase his lead over Jadson Andre. Still bouncing, hippity-hoppeting into the shore break. Let's see if he makes the connection. Yago sure does. Tidy little air reverse to finish.
He just seems like on a different level with comfort now. Great opening wrap there, fully extends the rail, and then you see he attacks the lip line with the layback snap. An incredible variation with this last one too. Slid the fins all the way through, was able to make it to the shore break as well. And how about the persistence of wanting to make it through all the way and being able to add maybe a point and a half with this extra reverse at the end too. This takes a lot out of your legs, just hippity-hoppy as you were mentioning, but through the reverse in a very difficult section, landed cleanly and rode out perfectly, Kipes.
Oh, but Ryan maybe he's going to answer back here.
Arcal sets up his first hook. Absolutely drills it. How about that lean back hammer to shut it down? A tidy two-turn combo. And all the athletes appreciated that exchange.
That's the best thing ever. When you're up there, you watch the exchanges go down, and you see how into it and what fans the athletes are themselves. And you watch their excitement in the scores and watching the scores drop. And, you know, what they all come up with their own scores in their heads, and they're telling each other. And then, you know, this part is really fun.
And this was brilliant from Ryan.
Man, that's what I'm talking about right here, how he's able to open up and knife it. Like, he's just as good as anyone on rail, and just, it's a dream wave. Just 2 major maneuvers on rail the whole time. Amazing and clean bottom turns, just perfect read and wave for Ryan.
So it's going to be so fun to watch these scores come across.
Very back-footed surfer, mostly also because she's from Haleiwa. Oh, I see Carissa up and riding.
Glassy open face, big opportunity. Carissa drills it off the lip. Hard off the bottom and lays into a hammer of a turn. And that was a lethal combination from world number 1.
And that was a huge mistake from Betty Lou, because I think she had priority on that and let that one go. And Carissa did damage on that. So much drive throughout those turns. As you see right here, nice clean wave, doubled up, and see how much drive she gets on that first turn. And right here, just unleashing, really pushing hard at rail. Perfect clean cut throughout the wave, and yeah, that was an amazing wave for me. This is going to be probably on the best wave of the heat so far, and probably excellent.
Another big windup. It looks like she didn't want to let any bit of that section go wasted. She drilled it. You could tell by her windup too. She was putting everything she had into that finish. Mitchell Ross put his acai down, and
here goes Caroline. Nice carve. Winds up off the bottom. Needs to attack this. Does so with the backwash. Manages that turn. One more snap for Caroline, working down the line. Foam climb there. Maybe a little bit more on the inside for Caroline Marks. Searching for a connection into the shore break. 3 nice turns for Caroline, and she's going to get a little bonus on the inside as she redirects for a bank on the backhand fist pump. Did she turn the heat? Needs a 7.43, Mitchell.
I think it's the best wave of the heat. I think she attacks his first corner. I mean, you know, she comes up into this next one, throws the fins out. She has a little drama with the backwash, and then finishes on the inside, and then takes it all the way to the beach and bangs it again.
From that angle, I can definitely see it being a lot more. The second turn specifically, Kaipo. Lays it on rail, fully engaged, a lot of commitment there. So say she needs the 7.5. It's right around there. I think this actual little turn on the inside, too, was pretty crucial to her getting the score or not. But the commitment to the 2 turns on the outside, specifically the second one, that one she kind of missed just a little bit, but look at the way she's able to engage the rail here for the second one. Whack! In the pocket. From the other angle, it didn't seem like she got that much engagement. From the front angle, it looked way better.
Yeah, I think she did really well on this wave and found herself back into the heat. Proper wave out the back, 3 turns. You know, the work was done before she even had to milk to the inside.
Tricky wave to ride, too. A lot of backwash, a lot of movement on that wave. And 3 minutes to go.
that'll be the best number in this heat so far, but Ian's already answering. Snap, and then a 2-for-1, getting back to the lip for a float. Hanging in there, and he will get the completion.
Okay, that was interesting. As soon as you're expecting, oh, he's going to get a little bonus section right there.
Bonus reform, wraps it, rebounds off the water patrol. Snaps it on the inside, fades out. Well done for Gentil, finding a lot of energy on that last wave.
And see right here, Ian Gentil. Nice first setup turn right here. Very quick and just identifying that big closeout section, what we were speaking earlier. This is where all the points are going to come out of it. And he was able to actually come out of that whitewash, which was impressive. And obviously not much is going to come down from this inside. The damage was done when that last big turn, and he's going to get very rewarded.
He's probably feeling like a champion. It's just really cool.
How's this start for Italo Ferreira? Talk about stomping it, Mitchell. Here's some replays. We're going to start with John right here.
Here we go, winding up, big alley-oop, and sticks the roof. Are you kidding me? Oh, we went away and we came back to some delightful news.
During that recap, Yago Dora went right and saw a huge ramp. Absolutely incredible. Inverted, upside down, backside full rotation from Yago. Not many guys on tour could do this, Jesse.
Wow, look at how inverted that is. And what made this air so impressive, it's how high he stayed.
But looks like Medina wants to keep things rolling. Catching over 10 waves now. Setting up the punt. Gets there early for the big rotation above the lip. The magic man, Gabriel Medina.
Sammy Pupo looking down the line, looking for a ramp, finds it, stomps that landing, big rotation. He says, that's a three-pointer, give it to me. Crowd loves it.
They should. He dropped a 6.5 for his previous air, so this should be right around that range, and he's asking for more noise.
For this right here.
Well, gained a lot of speed, was eyeing, the section down the line, and a big rotation too, lands on the flats. Nearly loses it in terms of control right there at the end. I love the claim, though. Count it. It was in. But as you see right here, the amount of speed that he garnered with those pumps at the beginning, a full rote. As Chris recalled, that was definitely a 540 straight away all the way to the beach. And his positioning on top of his board is as clean as it gets.
Yeah, that JS Industries looking good on the feet of Sammy Pupo. Was waiting for that score.